Mood diary day 23. 23, I think. Today I am testing out new hairstyle. Okay, I'm just joking. Is it a joke? I'm testing out the weird hairstyles. I didn't really make any efforts. It's just more go to the shower, come out of the shower. Oh, looks like a French twist type of hairstyle, and working from home hairstyle. And also Julie. I actually never knew how to pronounce Julie. I think it's just Julie. From my Crystal Julie collection. And I feel stable and satisfied. I think today it's well, it's the middle of week, but also it's almost end of a week because it's Wednesday. I managed to do the high intensity interval training workout in the morning again, which, well, I you know, like when I'm watching my moods like that on a daily basis, I can definitely see the increase in how I feel on the days where I do this workout. I have like already lots of feel good hormones produced as my day starts. So I think everything that we do, if we already feel better about it, feels easier to tackle. You know, when you are in a, let's say, bad mood, or you feel kind of like depressed or weak, and then you have a problem, it actually feels like the problem is much bigger, much worse, and much more impossible than it is when you're like, okay, you know what, I'm feeling good, or I'm feeling quite good. Then, okay, I have this problem, what can we do to solve it? Or sometimes you don't even need to solve it. I don't sometimes I don't even need to solve it, because, you know, some problems are problems because there is something that annoys us about it. But if it doesn't, there is nothing that annoys us about whatever the problem is, then it's all good, right? So yeah, I decided to do this mood diary outside in my balcony because weather is good and I really miss being outdoors, even though I'm not outdoorsy type at all. I feel that today, well, today is gonna be also quite productive because we're gonna do the proper house clean. I don't know if many people do that. Like, I don't really do the house clean on a weekly basis or something. It's more like bits and bobs as time comes, or when you see this really needs to be done. So I think I will be preserving my energy a little bit for the evening, so when we do it, I don't feel like I'm already exhausted, because, you know, when you have this huge work that you know is coming up, sometimes you feel already kind of like, oh, this big thing is gonna happen in the evening, and then you feel a bit like, oh, not looking forward to it. I don't really mind too much. I guess I like cleaning, not so much like I like cleaning and I'm a clean freak, but it's more like I like the result of cleaning. You know, when you tidy something, when you sort something out, and then you see like, oh, that actually looks really good. Well, that was not that hard, and it looks so much better now. So I like that effect. It's the same kind of like thing that happens with us emotionally. Let's say we have some problem or something that we don't want to look at, and we don't want to solve. Like, let's take dishes. Dishes would be example. Like, this pile of dishes is just becoming bigger and bigger, and then you do it and it doesn't really take that long, and it's like, oh, okay, you know what, it wasn't that hard after all. The same is applicable to emotional problems, especially when there is something that can be solved. At least for me and for people in a profession like me, well, I have two professions, but in a emotional integration field, there are problems, but sometimes they seem to be much bigger. You know, emotional problems, they feel big because you know, they are big because they feel big, but sometimes solution is much more simple, like for example self-rejection or rejection of an aspect of self. Sometimes it could be, of course, much bigger part and much harder to accept it, but sometimes simple thing like just starting to say, you know what, I have that part of me which I don't like, and yeah, it is part of me. Simple kind of decision like that changes huge problem. The same as with cleaning and tidying things up. We avoid to tidying and cleaning things up inside of us. I know it sounds a bit philosophical, but it's actually true. And you know, if you know much about feng shui or like Marie Kondo, art of tidying up, you know that your external environment reflects your internal environment, and vice versa. If your external environment is clean and tidy, it helps your internal self to feel much more at peace and tidy. So that's what's gonna happen today. I say my mood today is 8 out of 10, because, well, I feel okay and I feel good and I feel quite positive. But I guess that anticipation that there's a big work coming up in the evening probably is not even gonna be as big as I imagine, or as it's not gonna take as long as I imagine. But you know, like when you feel like, oh, this needs to be done. All right, okay, so that's the mood diary for today. I don't know if that's the day 23 or I think it's 23. I think from tomorrow on I'm gonna start, or maybe from day 30 I will be like just mood diary update. Okay, I hope you're having a good day or evening. Bye.